All right. So let's keep on working so we can finish unit 10 today. All right. So far we have talked about risky behavior. We have seen some vocabulary. Remember, like play it safe, uh, risky freedom, and so on. Let's just go a little bit one by one, just to remember. So, what is play it safe? Anyone? What does it mean to play it safe?
No hacer nada arriesgado.
Yes, pretty much. That's what it is. Like, don't taking any risks. Like, don't do anything risky. Just that's what it is. Play it safe. Uh, no tomar el riesgo. Muy bien. Bueno, risky. It's an adjective, and it means riesgoso. Muy bien. I think freedom. You shouldn't have a problem with this. Now, what does it mean to take a chance? Tomar un riesgo. Así es. Arriesgarse a algo. Take a chance. If you and me and everybody is or are exposed to, it means that exponerse a algo, okay, estar expuesto a algo, muy bien. What is failure? In this case, this is the noun. No, fracaso, exactamente. Failure is the noun and it means fracaso. Si lo queremos usar como verbo, que es fracasar, sería fail. Okay? And that's the verb. This is the verb. And that's the noun, failure, fracaso. Dare to, atreverse, muy bien. And, bueno, security, pues no creo que haya problema aquí con eso. Okay, so we saw that vocabulary. Ahorita regreso acá. Here we saw a little bit more vocabulary. So, en el texto que estábamos acá arriba, what does it mean? Analysis of dangers. What expression can we substitute with analysis of the dangers? Anybody? If we if we do an analysis of the dangers, we do a what? El vocabulario estaba acá arriba. I don't know if you underline it or not. Risk assessment, thank you very much. If we do an analysis of dangers, that we do a risk assessment. If something is in danger, what can we substitute it with? If something is in danger, we can also say that is at risk. Muy bien. Then we have like doing things that may result in death. So if you do something that may cause death, you do what? Risk your life. Muy bien. So risk our lives, risk your life, risk my life. It's because we do something that may result in death. Make situation less dangerous. Reduce the risk. Bien. If we face a possible danger, we run the risk. Muy bien. If something is dangerous, we can say that is. Oh, sorry. Aquí estaba con behavior. Porque aquí igual también pudiera ser. Fíjense, aquí you can have risky behavior, risky, que es riesgoso, pero bueno, el vocabulario que venía aquí era high risk. High risk. Nada más aquí acuérdense que high risk va con mi querido amigo hyphen en medio. High risk. Tiene que ir ahí. Con la rayita, pues, que se llama hyphen. Así se llama. Tiene que ir con hyphen ahí en medio. Okay. So that's the vocabulary that we're looking at.
¿Se le tiene que poner el guión medio?
Sí. Lo que pasa es que ese guión medio se le llama hyphen. En inglés es hyphen. Y se utiliza, en este caso en particular, se utiliza cuando dos palabras, en este caso son dos adjetivos, tienen la misma función.
No.
Estoy utilizando high para, ¿cómo se llama? Afectar a la palabra behavior. Entonces, como los dos me están sirviendo para el mismo propósito, se juntan y se unen con el hyphen. Porque ambas palabras están afectando a behavior. Entonces, al hacerla una sola, con el hyphen ahí.
Okay.
Pero sí, en este caso sí que usamos. All right, so that's the vocabulary that we have seen so far, like risky vocabulary. And the grammar that we saw in this unit, it was pretty much like these verbs to express ability. Y era nada más tener cuidado, be careful of which ones are followed by infinitive, which ones are with gerund, and which ones are with base form. Y acuérdense que era, apréndanse la completa. El be able to, be capable of, be good at, be incapable of, be unable to. Bueno, can no hay problema. Manage to succeed in. Si se los aprenden completo, así toda la expresión así completo, pues ya saben que es unable to, y pues ya nada más ponen el verbo. Able to, el verbo. Manage to, el verbo. Good at, of, capable of, in. Ya sabemos que si tenemos preposiciones, if we have prepositions here, it has to be with gerund, ing. Y bueno, can y can.
Ahorita dijo succeed in, ¿ok? Succeed
Yeah,
in.
succeed in. Succeed in.
¿Cómo se escribe eso? Sí.
Este de aquí. Succeed in. O sea, hace tener éxito en algo.
Ok, ya entendí.
¿Sí? Pero entonces acuérdense, todos estos los utilizamos para expresar habilidades, cierta habilidad, algo que pudimos o no pudimos hacer, o somos capaces de hacer, etcétera, etcétera. Entonces, bueno, esto fue lo que estuvimos viendo la semana pasada. Today, we're going to work with some modal verbs. I don't know if you remember, I don't know if you remember, pero, a ver, fíjense, se los voy a poner, a ver si lo tengo por acá. Fíjense, estos son los que hemos estado utilizando anteriormente. Actually, we saw this in 5 and 6. I don't know if you remember. When we were very, very sure about something, podíamos usar algunos de estos modales. Cuando estábamos así como que pues más o menos, teníamos duda, etcétera, etcétera. Entonces, bueno, vamos a hacer esto. Vamos a abrir una nueva. No sé qué le pasó a la que tenía aquí, pero abrir, no, quiero hacer una, crear, no quiero PDF. Producción. Aquí una. Y blanca. Entonces, bueno, para hacer un visual, porque no sé qué le pasó a la otra, pero bueno, aquí lo tenemos. Imagine that we have
Teacher,
Vale.
a algunas no les puede aparecer la pantalla.
No se ve.
Yo sí lo veo, pero ellas no.
A ver. Dejo de compartir. Vuelvo a compartir. A ver, ahora sí se ve.
Yo sí lo veo. Dije, no, dice Alondra todavía que no.
No, teacher, aún no se ve. Yo sí lo puedo ver también.
Es raro. A ver,
Me voy a salir y volver a entrar a ver si se ve.
porque Fernanda sí puede, Andrea sí puede. Qué raro. A ver. A ver, va de nuez. Voy a dejar de compartir. Y vuelvo a compartir. A ver si ahora sí ya se ve.
Yo sí lo veo.
Ya, teacher.
¿Sí?
Ya lo puedo.
No, me salgo y luego vuelvo a entrar, teacher, ¿o qué hago? Porque no,
pues a
no
ver.
veo más que
Pues
los
a ver.
participantes, que son las iniciales, y es todo lo que veo.
A ver,
Sí,
intenta.
yo me salí y volví a entrar y ya lo puedo ver.
Ah, bueno.
Ok, bueno, me voy a salir.
Pues sí, dale como Alondra porque a ver si fue. Bueno, mientras aquí los empiezo a poner. Entonces, teníamos, por ejemplo, aquí el 100%. Aquí, bueno, realmente aquí tenían más opciones, ¿verdad? Pero bueno, vamos a dejarle un 50. Y vamos a ponerlo acá. Un 0%. So when we were talking about possibilities, and like how sure we were of something. If we were almost, bueno, es que de hecho no era el 100, era como que 99%. If we were almost 100% sure of something, we use must. I don't know if you remember. ¿Sí? Cuando estábamos casi 100% seguros de algo, we use must. Luego aquí, bueno, aquí puede variar entre 75, 50, incluso acá 25. Pero bueno, cuando there is a possibility and we are not 100% sure, aquí podríamos utilizar otros tres modales. Do you remember which models can we use when it's like, there is a possibility, but we don't know for sure? Okay, may, sí, ¿qué más? Might, and one more. Could, muy bien, could. Bueno, entonces estos los teníamos aquí, en el 50%. And when we were very, very sure that something is impossible, we use what? No, es un modal, necesito un modal. Can't, muy bien, can't. Entonces teníamos almost 100%, y luego must, que tiene que ser, debe de ser. 50, we can say may, might, or could. Aunque acuérdense que could pues era un poquito más arriba y luego may y luego might. Pero bueno, para efectos de posibilidad vamos a ponerlos igual. May, might, could. And when we know that something is impossible, like no, there is no chance, we use can't. Y bueno, acá podríamos utilizar cualquier verbo, cualquiera, el que sea. Most of the times we were using the verb. Most of the times we were using the verb be. Yeah, like must be, maybe, could be, might be, and so on. But we can use any other verb. For example, live, speak, go, have, etc., etc. You know, like if you see someone arriving to school and he or she is driving a brand new car, a BMW, right? A BMW car, new. Pues, ¿qué podemos deducir? If somebody arrives to school on a brand new BMW car, what can we guess? What can we deduce? ¿Qué podemos deducir si alguien llega con su carro un nuevecito BMW? That the person must, may, might, could, can, what?
Maybe win the lotto.
Mhm. She may have won the lottery. Ay, nomás que ahí ya te me adelantaste. Porque ahí me lo estás diciendo en pasado. Que es lo que vamos a ver hoy, de hecho. Pero ¿qué puedo deducir yo ahorita de esa persona si llega con el carro nuevo? Maybe you say, well, she must have a lot of money, or he must have a lot of money, must be rich, or like, nah, he may borrow it, you know? So anyway, podemos deducir varias cosas. Y ya usábamos must, may, might, could y can. Pero ahora, esto era para el presente. Today, we're going to work with models of deduction, but in the past. Y ahora sí, por ejemplo, como dijo Belén, she may have won the lottery. So we're making a deduction, but about something that is in the past. Como que pues, Chansey se ganó la lotería. No lo sé. But now we're talking about past models of deduction. So basically, we're going to use the same models. Vamos a usar los mismos modales, exactamente los mismos. Se fijan, aquí están. May, can, must. Ahora vamos a incluir couldn't, must not, could, might, and must. But just by looking at them, what do they have in common? These past models of deduction, what do they have in common? Yes, we're going to use have as an auxiliary here. Have. So it's may have, must have, can have, couldn't have, must not have, might have, could have, must have. So that's going to be my model of deduction in the past. May have, must have, may, can have, and so on and so on. Pero entonces, si se fijan, acá usamos el modal must, may, might, could, can't, and the verb was in base form. Must be, must leave, might go, could speak, and so on. In past models of deductions, tenemos el auxiliar have para todas. And how do we have to write the verb? Tenemos been, known,
Participle.
Been. Muy bien, past participle. Expected, could, used, and been. Okay, so now aquí está my past model of deduction. May have, must have, could have, couldn't have, must not have, might have, siempre con el have, because that's my auxiliary to make it past. And the verb is going to be in past participle. Y entonces sí, ahora sí puedo decir lo que dijo Belén. So the girl arrived in a brand new BMW. So she may have won the lottery. She may have won the lottery. because I'm making a deduction about something in the past.
Okay.
So that's how we're going to do it. It's our past models of deduction. Okay. Now this sometimes people speak a little bit faster, ¿sí? Y pudiera ser que también usaran contracciones, you know, like must have, pues no hay problema, ¿no? Must have. Pero con el may y el might pudiera ser que aquí alguien usara una contracción así y suene más rápido el might have, ¿sí? O el may have, en vez de decir el may have completito, pero bueno, para efectos prácticos vamos a usarlo completo, ¿okay? Para que se acostumbren a usar el have, may have, must have, could have, may not have, and so on. ¿Ok? Pero entonces fíjense, vamos I'm going to play it, bueno, no déjenme ver si se escucha. Vamos a ver si se escucha primero. Okay. Okay, fíjese, dice, listen to the conversation. Who are they talking about and why do you think he did what he did? I don't know, honestly, I don't know if you remember this person. He became really, really famous. I honestly, I don't remember how old I was, but I was probably like, I don't know, 20, maybe 19, 20. I don't remember exactly. Maybe the rest of you were too young to remember or to know about this guy. I don't know if Alba saw him because it wasn't really like, it wasn't really important what he did, but it was really amazing. Like it was really risky. He took a chance. He risked his life, and it was kind of shocking and impressive. Pero vamos a ver. So we're going to listen and just try to guess. If you don't know, try to guess. Who are they talking about, and why do you think he did what he did? Pero primero díganme si escuchan. Can you hear it?
No.
No.
Pues dejo de compartir. Vuelvo a compartir. Vamos a ver si ahora se escucha.
I've just been reading about Felix Baum.
CB.
All right.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
I've just been reading about Felix Baumgartner. You know, the guy who did the highest skydive ever from 24 miles up. He reached over 800 miles per hour. That's faster than the speed of sound. You may have seen the video of it.
Yeah, I know who you mean. He must have been terrified. I mean, he can't have been sure he'd survive diving from that height.
Exactly. He couldn't have known what to expect. In fact, halfway through the dive, he started spinning. He must not have expected that to happen.
So what did he do?
I'm not sure. He might have put out his arms and legs, maybe. Or he could have used his body weight in some way. Anyway, he got the dive back under control and landed safely.
His family must have been relieved.
I bet he was, too.
All right. Do you know who they're talking about?
Oh, I don't know, remember his name.
Well, his
Felix.
name
No.
aquí dice Felix
Felix.
Baumgartner. But I honestly I don't know if you know what he did or how he did it. He was ¿cómo se dice patrocinado? Se me fue la palabra. Sponsored. He was sponsored by Red Bull at that time. You know when Red Bull started becoming famous and they had this commercial that Red Bull que te da alas y no sé qué tanta cosa. So he was sponsored by Red Bull, and he did something quite amazing. I don't know if you remember. Vamos a ver.
I just remember some people that jump from very high bridge.
Yeah, vamos a ver, ¿cómo se llama este individuo? Félix. Vamos a ver una versión chiquita, este mero.
globo.
Eso fue lo que hizo este peladete. Se metió un globo ahí en una cápsula. He got in, and then he started ascending, like going up, 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 up. Okay, ya lo, ya lo googlearon. Yeah, he started going up on that capsule, but like he went like way up, like really, really high, almost reaching the stratosphere. Look, damn it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like you could look how high he was.
Oh my God. No, yo no supe de eso.
And then he just jumped, like that. There you go. So at
No
some point,
parachute.
yeah, he had a parachute, but at some point, he was faster than the speed of sound. O sea, rompió la velocidad del sonido de lo rápido que bajó.
Qué miedo.
Yeah, I know. He's a risky person, crazy person.
No, sí.
Qué loca.
I know.
Yo lo haría.
Digo, sí, hombre. Ni de chiste. Si no me aviento del tercer piso de un edificio con bungee jumping, ¿tú crees que voy a aventar? No.
Yo sí lo hago. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's really unbelievable. It was really risky. Penny dice que ya quiere. Bueno, te juntas con Jessica y se van las dos ahí, se avientan. Ahí me dice cómo es. And then, but anyway.
Ay, no.
So, but why do you think he did that?
Pues para romper récords solamente, no creo que otra cosa. ¿Cuánto?
Okay. Just to break a record, probably. So why do you think he took the risk? Because he was very risky, that thing.
La fama.
Maybe fame. I don't know.
You say that somebody gave him money, something is helping?
Yeah, Red Bull was sponsoring it.
Oh, okay.
So maybe, I don't know. Maybe he got some money out of it. I have no idea. But I don't know. You Google it. ¿Quién lo googleó? Alguien lo había googleado. ¿Quién lo puso aquí? Pero ¿cuándo fue? Es que no me acuerdo cuándo fue. Andrea lo googleó, ¿verdad? Sí, fue como en el 98, 2000 a lo mucho. When was it? Oh, diablos. Se puso otro video. All right, anyways. So look, like I said, these people, Lily and Neil, are talking about this jump. And they said, well, like he may have seen, like you may have seen the video of it. Tal vez viste el video. Oh, yes, I saw it. Like, and they said he must have been terrified. I think so. Do you think he must have been terrified being all the way up there before jumping? ¿Creen que sí ha de haber estado aterrorizado? Do you think he must have been terrified? Yeah, I think so too. But he was up there already. Así como que pues ya estoy aquí, ya como me bajo, pues me tengo que bajar. So I think he must have been terrified. And I don't know, like he can't have been sure he'd survive because he was very high risk situation. It was very dangerous. Like nobody had done it before. So like he can't have been sure. Like he couldn't have known what to expect. If he was going to go really fast, he may have passed out, o sea, se pudo haber desmayado de lo rápido que iba, no sé. So like, yeah, like you don't know. Like many things could have gone wrong. And I mean, that's it. But that's the point. We are guessing about something that already happened. Y bueno, aquí en estas tres columnas tenemos que ponerlas que ya están arriba. Look, es exactamente lo mismo que yo les había puesto acá. ¿Sí? There's a strong possibility, a little bit like moderate probability, or a strong improbability. Es exactamente lo mismo que tenemos acá. So, which of these models of past deduction can we use to express a strong probability? De todos los que tenemos arriba, may have, couldn't have, can have, could have, must have, which one expresses a strong probability? Must have, muy bien, ahí está. Entonces, must have is because we express a very, very strong probability that something happened. Y luego acá teníamos, bueno, aquí ya tenemos, fíjense, aquí tenemos también negativo para improbability, but it's moderate. Entonces ya tenemos el may not have or might not have. But what other three models here do we have to show moderate, either probability or improbability, but moderate?
Say
Okay.
could,
May
May,
have,
may,
could have, might
Might.
have. Ahí está. So could have, may have, might have. Aquí pudiera ser negativo, like, well, he may not have done it. Así que, bueno, pues probablemente no lo hubiera hecho. ¿Sí? Pero es moderate improbability. Or he might not have done it. ¿Sí? Aquí los únicos dos con negativo es may not y might not. ¿Sí? Todo lo demás es may have, could have, y might have. And which of these three express a strong improbability? So I'm sure that it's impossible.
we say can,
Ok, entonces aquí va a ser can have, que no es muy común, pero se usa. Couldn't have. Y
but we have couldn't in moderate probability.
no, pero fíjate, aquí tenemos could. Could have. Posibilidad. Pero si es
Okay,
improbabilidad.
pero
es,
negativo. Okay.
Ajá, es strong improbability, entonces tenemos el couldn't have.
Es couldn't have. Ujú.
No pudo haber sido cierto. Nada
Ajá.
está diciendo, no es cierto. Okay? Entonces, these ones are to express a strong improbability. ¿Ok?
Ujú.
Entonces, fíjense. A ver, porque, de hecho, la verdad, el ejercicio del libro de la C está medio extraño, entonces no lo vamos a hacer, pero voy a tomar ejemplos de este de acá, aunque estos son de verdad. Ok, se los voy a ir poniendo aquí en el chat. Díganme qué creen que pasó. Ok, si están muy seguros o si están así como que no pudo haber sido posible o pues chance sí. Vamos a ver. Susan is a very bad student, but she got an A in her last exam. What do you think must have happened, may have happened, couldn't have happened? O sea, ¿qué creen que pasó? Estoy casi seguro que esto pasó. Pudo haber pasado y no pudo haber pasado, estoy segurísimo. So what do you think? Susan is a very bad student. but she got an A in her last exam. How is that possible?
Susan, she must have copied.
Ah, muy bien. So she must have cheated in the exam, right?
Yes.
She must have copied the answers. Puede ser. She must have cheated. Estoy casi seguro porque, pues no, Susan está bien burra ahí. No, como que sacó 10.
How you say, she must have acordeón. How you say an acordeón en así un pequeño?
Ah, no sé, fíjate. Digo, porque obviamente no es la palabra esa, ¿verdad? Pero
No, ¿verdad? Pero la idea es
pues,
esa que es cheating.
pues cheating, sí, like she must have cheated. Yeah, she must have cheated. Tuvo que haber hecho trampa, pues cómo, pues si ya la conozco y Susan nomás no. Y como que ahora se cae, pues, chalupa y buena no se vale, ¿verdad? Entonces, bueno, ¿qué creen que pudo haber pasado? Así como que, bueno, vamos a darle el beneficio de la duda. Let's give her the benefit of the doubt. So what do you think it could have happened or may have happened?
She could have a teacher extra.
She could
A
have...
tutor.
Ah, bueno, pero bueno. She could have... Ese es mi auxiliar, el could have. Pero necesito el verbo. She could have what? She could have studied all night. Pues, pudiera ser.
Study more.
She may have failed the same exam before. Ah, puede ser. Así como que, le tocó el mismo examen. So she may have failed that one before, and now she knew what the answers were. Could be. She may have had...
Aquí defendiendo a la Susan.
Sí, tutor. Sí, acuérdense. Es que lo que me decían ustedes del tutor, bueno, sí. But she may have had, porque necesito el verbo ahí. She may have had a tutor or a teacher that helped her. Pudiera ser.
A tutor that help. An extra help.
Yeah, it could be. Ahora díganme, ¿qué creen así de que no, esto es imposible que haya pasado? This couldn't have happened. This must not have happened.
Diosito llegó.
Okay, pero dímelo en inglés. Tell me in English. Ahí te va.
¿Cómo se dice milagro?
Miracle. She spoke to God and gave him the answers. No, pero no, eso no pudo haber pasado. So, the Holy Spirit.
The Holy Spirit.
Couldn't have.
Could answer by her.
Sí, así que the Holy Spirit couldn't have helped her. Sí, no, el Espíritu Santo no le pudo haber ayudado. Entonces, no, por ahí no va. Un examen, miras al cielo por inspiración y los dados por información. That's true. That's true, Cone. Yeah. Así es. ¿Y sabes qué es lo peor del caso? Que cuando bueno, ya uno acá de este lado, ¿verdad? Cuando están de alumnos, pues sí. Pero cuando está uno acá de este lado, que si miras al frente, resignación, sí, no. Cuando volteas a ver y un alumno te está viendo y se te queda viendo como 2 o 3 veces seguidas, es que nomás está así como que a ver si no me ve, entonces ya los caché. Ya cuando alguien se me queda viendo más de 2 veces sin preguntarme nada, es que está esperando que no lo cache. Entonces me le quedo viendo todavía más. Sí.
Pobrecito, teacher.
Pues, no. ¿Para qué andan de lucercillos? Ni eso saben hacer, pues no, oye. Otro ejemplo. Another example. Ok. Esta. Bueno, vamos a asumir que es la mamá de todos nosotros. My mom is really angry.
Supongamos.
My mom just got back from work and she is really angry.
She must have a problem.
All right, so my
Sort
mom
of.
just got back from work and she is really angry. So what do we assume it's a strong probability? Anybody?
She must have trouble.
Ok, pero nos falta algo. Nos falta algo.
She must-
Acuérdense que el must have completito, must
Gotten.
have,
She
it's
must
an
have
auxiliary.
must have gotten a big problem.
Ándele. She must have gotten a big problem, or she must have had
Hmm?
must have had. She must have had a really bad day or a problem in her work. She must have been fired. ¿Sí? Despedida. She must have been fired or sacked. Pudiera ser. She must have had a fight with her boss. I don't know. Like, that's a strong possibility. Now, what do you think? Like, well, but maybe this happened.
Se trompezó.
All right, how do you say that? Googlearlo en 3, 2, 1.
No.
So, ¿qué creen que haya pasado? What do you think? It's a possibility. She may have forgotten her lunch at home. Ah, puede ser. She may have forgotten something. Yeah, she may have forgotten something. Or like, she may have gotten a phone call that made her angry. Or she may have argued with her boss. Ah, pudiera ser. And what do we know? It's impossible. Like, no, pues enojada por esto no está. Like, well, she couldn't have seen my grades because I haven't shown them to her, so that's not why she's angry. Or like, she couldn't have argued with my father or with my sisters because they are happy. So, ¿okay? ¿Qué creen que es como que no? Pues es que esto no pudo haber pasado.
She can have felt bad.
Okay. Well, she can have felt bad or sick because she seems healthy.
Yes.
So that's not the reason why she's angry. So, but that's it. Like, that's the idea. We are guessing about something that must have happened, might have happened, or couldn't or mustn't have happened. But at the end of the day, we are still trying to make a guess. Okay, because we are not like 100% sure. Okay. Now, I want to ask you because I honestly don't remember. Es que no me acuerdo si cuando estábamos en 5 y 6 les enseñé el caso de Alec Crabtree. Más que no me acuerdo si se los enseñó o no. De este. Like, if we did, like, maybe Belén saw it, I don't know if Alba saw it. Y pues nada más, porque ahorita no está Vale. Y no tenía nadie más. Sí, por eso, o sea, ahorita lo único que se pueden acordar es Belén y Alba. Pero no me acuerdo si se los puso o no. Yo creo que no, porque no me dice nada.
No.
Bueno. Entonces, fíjense, esto es lo que vamos a hacer. Está bien. We're going to do some detective work. And look, you're going to have to take notes. Okay, no, you don't have to copy. You don't have to copy every single clue, but you have to take some notes about what happened. Because then at the end, after we see all the clues, you're going to have to tell me what do you think must have happened, what do you think could have happened, and something that you are sure it couldn't have happened. Entonces ahorita vamos a usar las tres. Que me acuerdo si lo puso. Bueno, entonces tú ya no lo quemes. Bye. Como quieras, la cosa es que practiques con el could have, must have, may have. Entonces,
A ver,
no,
aquí dice
no spoilees.
que le pasó. He was hit on the head with a blunt object. He was sitting.
¿Dónde viste
He was
eso?
sitting en Google.
No, no lo googlees todavía. Ahorita,
Okay.
ahorita se lo voy a poner.
Okay.
Va, entonces vamos a hacer detective work. Okay. We have this is the murder of Alec Crabtree. No lo busquen en Google, no lo spoileen. Fíjense, les voy a ir dando pistas poco a poco y ustedes van a tener que ir tomando nota y al final van a tener que deducir. What do you think must have happened, could have happened, or couldn't have happened? ¿Sale? Okay, everybody's ready? Acuérdense, take notes or screenshots or lo que sea. Va. So this is Alec Crabtree. He died. He is the victim. Somebody killed him. And we have suspects. Pero primero, this is what happened. Alec Crabtree was found dead at his desk in his study last night. He was, de hecho aquí es sitting. He was sitting. He was sitting at the desk writing a letter when he was killed. He was found by his wife when she went in to bring him tea at 11:15 p.m. But his watch, which broke during the crime, stopped at 11:05. So that's what we know so far. Okay. Alec Crabtree was found dead at his desk in his study last night. He was writing a letter. He was sitting at his desk writing a letter. He was found by the wife, and when she went to bring him tea at 11:15, but the watch broke down at 11:05. And we have suspects. One suspect is Daniel Crabtree, the brother. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Another suspect is Mrs. Crabtree, the victim's wife.
Okay.
And we have Mr. and Mrs. Fairfax, which are friends of the couple. ¿Sí? Entonces ya tenían ahí como que una fiestecilla, pues son amigos ahí de la familia. Mr. and Mrs. Fairfax. Okay?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so first clue. And Susie,
And Susie.
the maid. Yeah, she's also a suspect.
Fue Jaime.
Sí. Okay, ahora sí. First clue. Clue number 1. A pair of scissors was missing from the room. Acuérdense, he was found at his studio room. So a pair of scissors was missing from the room. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Clue number 2. The window was open.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Entonces, así nada más para ir más o menos. What do you think happened to the scissors? ¿Qué pasó con las tijeras?
Maybe They use it for open the window.
Okay, so the scissors. ¿Estás segura o más o menos?
May
Okay, so
Maybe.
may have
have
been used.
been used.
Okay, to open the window. They may have thrown through the window. Okay, ándale, ahí vamos, ahí vamos. Okay, ahí vamos. So the window was open. That's the second clue. Clue number 3. A cigarette end was found by the body, like next to the body of Alec Crabtree. A cigarette end was found.
Okay.
Okay. So what do you make of that?
Alex Gravaver may have smoking.
Okay, so Alec may have smoked. Very good. He may have smoked. Now,
Antes de la matación.
puede ser. Ahora, clue number 4. Everybody smokes except Alec Crabtree, the victim, and the maid.
Chale.
Okay, so everybody smokes except Alec Crabtree and the maid. Entonces, Alec Crabtree.
No fumaba.
Bueno, entonces, ¿cómo digamos que pues él no estaba fumando? Porque pues estoy deduciendo, estoy casi seguro que él no estaba fumando porque no fuma. So, Alec, ¿qué?
He must have a smoke.
Negativo, acuérdense el de strong improbability. ¿Qué uso para strong improbability? Alec could not have smoked. Ándele, ahí está. Ya lo puse a ver. Bueno, pues Alec can have smoked or couldn't have smoked. Pues él no, porque él no fumaba. Entonces él no pudo haber sido. Okay, so we have clue number 5. A piece of red material was found on the window.
Chale.
See? Her wife may have released the cigarettes and when she found him. Oh, that's a possibility. She may have released. Okay, so,
The wife may have released the cigarette and when she
found him. Así como que cuando lo encontró se le cayó el cigarro. La colilla del cigarro. That's a possibility, maybe. Okay, bueno, entonces, a piece of red material was found on the window. 6. The scissors were found in the garden covered in blood.
But why? But he was shot with a gun?
No, nada más dice que lo encontraron muerto.
Oh.
So, the scissors were found in the garden covered in blood. Y luego dice, someone must have climbed through the window. Okay, alguien se ha de haber metido por la ventana, dice, maybe. So, and what do you think happened to the scissors if they are covered in blood? Or escape through the window.
They must have been used to kill the guy. Very
good. So the scissors must have been used to kill Alec. Yes. Vamos a ver. 7. Mrs. Crabtree, Mrs. Fairfax, and Daniel were all wearing something red.
Mira, qué coincidencia.
Bueno. So, a ver, ¿qué creen que pudo haber pasado ahí? Because we found something red on the window, and Mrs. Crabtree, Mrs. Fairfax, and Daniel were wearing something red. So, ¿qué podemos deducir de ahí? What can we deduce, detectives? They all
Que
did
fue
it.
la sirvienta.
No, pero a ver.
No, Mrs. Fairfax. could have been she.
So it could have been Mrs. Fairfax.
Could be her.
Pudiera ser. Vamos a ver. Vamos a ver. They cannot have all been there. So todos no. Pero vamos a ver. Then a note was found in Mrs. Crabtree's handbag, and it said, "Alec, meet me in the garden at 11 o'clock. Alex." Okay. There was a note that was found in Mrs. Crabtree's handbag that said, "Alec, meet me in the garden at 11 o'clock. Alex."
Alice is a
No
friend.
decían los nombres.
I don't know.
No decían los nombres de la esposa ni de la ni de la amiga. Nada más decían de que eran la señora y el señor. O
So
la
I don't know.
esposa de Alex.
Bueno, entonces ahí tienen otra pista. You have another clue there.
¿Cómo?
Chale.
Next clue.
¿Cuál
Every-
decía?
Everyone was playing cards until 11 p.m. except Susie, the maid, who was washing dishes in the kitchen between 10:30 and 11:15.
Susi.
So Susie was washing the dishes from 10:30 until 11:15. And everybody else was playing cards until 11 p.m.
So Susie must have been there.
So, a ver otra vez.
Susie must have killed him.
Yeah, so Susie must not have killed
Because
him.
it's the only
she was-
one that could have been there.
Yeah, exactly. So she's the only one who actually has an alibi, a strong alibi, because she was washing the dishes. So she couldn't
Yeah,
have been
and
the killer.
and the others was together and all, digo, todos estaban viendo, all they was caring about everyone.
All right. Okay. Entonces ahí vamos, ahí vamos. Next. At 11 o'clock, Mr. Crabtree, Alec, got up and said he had a letter to write, and he went into his study. At 11 o'clock. Okay,
At
so
11
everybody was playing cards until 11. And at 11, he said he got up and he said he had a letter to write, and he went into his study. See?
Ajá.
Wow. Then, in the drawer of the desk was a will. The will left 10,000 pounds to Daniel. Okay, aquí dice el testamento, my will. If I die, I will give my brother Daniel 10,000 pounds. Okay, ahí estaba el testamento, el will. It left 10,000 pounds to Daniel.
But Daniel was played.
Daniel has debts about 9,000 pounds. O sea, Daniel tiene deudas del banco y lo que sea como de 9,000 libras, 9,000 pounds. And the will give Daniel 10,000 pounds. So, detectives, do you have any guess so far? Pero díganmelo en inglés. A ver, si fue suicidio, ¿qué tan seguro estás de que fue suicidio? ¿Y cómo lo dices? Porque ya pasó.
Well,
It's past models.
Well, the brother may have been the author But
muy bien.
couldn't.
So the brother may have been the killer because he needs money.
With his mind, because he couldn't be there because he was playing cards.
No, but everybody was playing cards until 11. Everybody. And then at 11, this guy, Alec, he went into his study. Pero bueno, entonces lo de la deuda, pues ahí también está así como que para pensarse, ¿verdad? Mrs. Fairfax must have done it to help her lover, Daniel. I don't know. Maybe. O sea que Daniel
Could be.
Daniel must have, you said Daniel could have had an affair with Mrs. Fairfax. And then Mrs. Fairfax must have done it to help Daniel, the lover. Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay, maybe we have an idea here. Then Mrs. Fairfax went outside at 11 o'clock, saying she was hot and needed fresh air. So Andrea says that she's right. Maybe you are right. Vamos a ver. Let's see how things develop. So Mrs. Fairfax went outside at 11 o'clock, saying she was hot and needed fresh air. Okay, so go back. At about 11:05, the maid heard the front door opening and footsteps in the hall. It was Mrs. Fairfax coming in from the garden, and she went straight into the living room. So at 11 o'clock, she went outside to the garden, and at 11:05, she came back, and she went into the living room.
Chale.
Okay, we have it. Y luego acá. Daniel and Mr. Fairfax started to watch a TV program after the game of cards finished at 11 o'clock. They were still watching it at 11:05 when Alice Fairfax came and joined them.
Sí, sí, tiene razón, Andrea. Oh my gato.
Wheel. Ya casi acabamos. At 11:10, the maid heard the front door opening again, but this time it was Mrs. Crabtree who came into the kitchen and started to make tea for herself and her husband. That was at 11:10 p.m. The maid heard the front door opening again, but it was Mr. Crabtree, Mrs. Crabtree. All right. So now it's your turn. What do you think happened? Andrea has a theory. So tell me, like the murder weapon we know, but I think we know. Who do you think the killer must have been or could have been? The reason why he or she killed him, and how did it happen? Acuérdense, we have to use models of deduction. You know, like let's try to guess. What do you think must have happened, may have happened, couldn't have happened, and so on. Entonces vamos a ver. So what do you think the murder weapon?
Must have been the scissors.
Okay, so the murder weapon must have been the scissors. Okay, we know that almost for sure. It must have been the scissors. Okay, we have it. Who do you think the killer must have been or may have been? ¿Quién creen que fue el asesino? The killer. Must have been, if you're very sure. May have been, could have been, if you are like maybe. Who do you think the killer was?
The teacher, where was the brother at this time, at the same hour?
¿Quién?
The brother, where was
The
he?
brother was watching TV. After they were playing cards, he started watching TV.
The only one that was out was the two women. Was in the garden.
Yes. So this Andrea, Mrs. Fairfax may have done it. Okay. So she's having a possibility that Mrs. Fairfax may have done it. Is there
Yes,
anybody? Is there anybody who couldn't have done it? It's impossible. From
Fue
all the
Susi.
suspects. Pero a ver, de todos los sospechosos, alguien que ustedes digan, no, this person couldn't have done it. It's impossible. Okay, Andrea dice his wife. So his wife couldn't have killed him. Andrea says. A ver, los demás. ¿Quién dicen que no pudo haber sido? Couldn't have done it.
Well, I think the maid couldn't have done it.
Okay. So
Because-
far,
Because she earns by him.
all right. And she was washing the dishes all the time. So
Mhm.
okay. So we have some theories. Some people say Mrs. Fairfax may have done it. Los demás pues no dicen nada. And Andrea says that the wife couldn't have done it. Alba says that Susie, the maid, couldn't have done it. Okay. Now, what do you think the reason to kill him was? They must have killed him because, or they may have killed him because what? Mrs. Fairfax must have killed Alec out of heartbreak. Out of heartbreak. Why? Why do you think she me puse a pensar como te lees?
Because an affair.
Because of the affair. Okay. So, bueno, so Mrs. Fairfax must have killed him out of heartbreak. Okay, puede ser. Le rompió el corazón y pues toma la barbón. Okay, could be. Any other reason? Because so far we don't know who killed him. Hasta ahorita estamos haciendo conjeturas. No sabemos quién lo mató. So, si tenemos una razón. Aquí dice out of heartbreak. Any other reason why he must have been killed, may have been killed because of what?
May have been because the money.
Okay, so yeah, he may have been killed because of his money. Pudiera ser para cobrar el testamento, el seguro. Okay. Bueno, entonces, fíjense. Cha. Aquí está lo que pasó.
Fue la esposa.
And the killer was, or maybe Daniel told Mrs. Fairfax to do it. Could be. And the killer was the wife, Mr.
Se lo dio en
Crabtree.
el tecito.
En el tecito no. Fíjate, así pasó. Dice, Mrs. Crabtree was the murderer. She went into the study at just after 11 p.m. Acuérdense que Alec Crabtree se fue a su estudio a escribir una carta. Then, when the maid heard her footsteps in the hall, that was at 11. She left by the window and threw the murder weapon, the scissors, into the flower bed. Ahí los tiró en la maceta. Then she came back into the house through the front door, made some tea in the kitchen, and took it into the study. Eso fue lo que hizo. Fue, lo mató, se salió por la ventana, regresó, se metió a la cocina y dijo, le voy a hacer un tecito a mi esposo. But why? Her motive was jealousy. She was
Chale.
jealous because she had found a letter from her husband to Alice Fairfax. And when she went to talk to him about it, she found him writing a letter telling her that he was leaving her. So Alec was going to leave his wife to go and live with Alice Fairfax because they were having an affair. So that's the reason why poor Mr. Alec.
But you didn't say the letter that telling her that he was leaving her.
Ah, no, es que acuérdense, él dijo que él se iba a ir a escribir una carta a las 11.
Uh-huh.
Y al principio dice that he was sitting at her writing a letter when he was killed. Entonces estaba ahí escribiendo la carta. Y luego se encontró la nota esta acá que decía, Alec, meet me in the garden at 11 o'clock, Alice. And who went out to the garden at 11 o'clock? Mrs. Fairfax went outside at 11 o'clock because she needed some fresh air.
Oh my God.
Ya ves. Y Andrea tachando de infiel a Mrs. Fairfax. Pues sí, era la Mrs. Fairfax. Ella también le estaba poniendo el cuerno al esposo con el Alec Crabtree. O sea, hace que esta le estaba poniendo el cuerno a este con este. Y
estaban en casa de él.
sí, y entonces pues esta lo fue a ver, es como que, oye, pues qué onda, ¿verdad? Como que chalupa y buenas con la Alicia.
Pero ¿cómo se dio cuenta que se iban a ver a las 11?
Porque encontró
pues
la nota, ¿no?
Encontró la nota esta que le decía, Alec, nos vemos en el jardín a las 11.
Ajá.
Y pues le fue así como que, oye, pues qué onda, ¿verdad? ¿Qué onda contigo y con la Alicia? Y en eso pues ya él estaba escribiendo la carta donde le decía que, ¿sabes qué, mija? Te voy a dejar porque ya nomás no. Se enojó. She grabbed the scissors and tómale.
Y cuello.
Exacto. Así es.
It is difficult to believe it because
I know.
the
It's
strong-
just for it's just for fun. It's just for guessing.
the force of the woman is less than the man.
No, pero pues si lo agarró sentado, ni lo vio de espaldas, nomás le encajó la...
Descuidado. How you say
Pues sí.
descuidado?
I forgot. Porque no es careless, es otra cosa. Distracted. He was distracted.
Distracted.
Yeah, he was distracted doing something else.
Distracted.
Púmbale. Yeah, he got him. Yeah.
Teacher,
Ew.
nada que ver con el tema, pero se me vino a la mente de cómo se decía.
Ah.
Las frases que dice Ned Flanders, que no sé, mi amirilejillo, algo así, ¿cómo se dice en inglés?
¿Qué?
Como habla Ned Flanders, el de los Simpsons, que dice a mi vecinillo, algo así.
Ajá. Como con...
¿Cómo se dice en inglés? ¿Cómo se pronuncia en inglés?
Como con diminutivos y esas cosas.
Ajá.
Acá dijo en inglés. No sé, fíjate. Es
Porque
que no hay...
en español todos
Es
así
que
en jiribijillo.
sí, pero es que no sé, fíjate, no le he puesto atención, a cómo habla Flanders en inglés, pero obviamente no dice eso, ¿verdad? O sea, eso lo adaptaron aquí al español en México,
Ujú.
pero no sé, fíjate, no sé cómo hablen en inglés, no le he puesto atención para ver qué expresión es, porque en inglés no hay eso de que vecinillo y cosas de esas, vecinillo, ajá, esas cosillas del Flanders, no, en inglés no se usan. Entonces, pero no sé cómo. Pero bueno, entonces aquí
Entonces, Mr. Crabtree,
son
se,
Mrs. Crab. Así
Mr.
es,
Se lo sacó,
así
en
es,
una rifa.
exactamente. Así lo es,
Exactamente.
así lo es. Bueno, entonces fíjense, acuérdense, es nada más. If we are very, very strong, there's a very strong possibility that something happened, es must have. Acuérdense que todo esto es mi auxiliar, must have, pero necesito un verbo. Si el verbo es have, pues aquí le pongo had. ¿Okay? Si el verbo es go, pues aquí sería went o must have seen o lo que sea. Pero todo mi auxiliar es el must have y estoy bien seguro. Y es así como que, pues, hay posibilidades, may have, could have, might have. O incluso cierta improbabilidad, may not have, might not have. If it's a strong improbability, entonces uso el can't have, que este no es muy común, porque estamos hablando en pasado, entonces lo más común es usar couldn't, pero pues ahí está. Couldn't have y must not have, pero estos son mis auxiliares, mis modales completos. Then I need a verb. Always need a verb. ¿Sí? Si no uso el verbo ahí, va a estar incompleta la expresión. ¿Ok? Vamos a hacer uno más. Nada más que necesito saber si lo escuchan o no. Este, era este, sí era este. No, era 10. Había otro de 10. Este. Okay. Esto es para ver su ¿cómo se dice? Lateral thinking. Pero díganme si se escucha.
Look out now. Super smart at parties. They also train your brain and improve your logical thinking.
Can you hear it?
Yes.
Okay, va.
We've collected some of the hardest riddles out there that will challenge you to think outside the box or outside of your cage in case you live back from the
Back
dead.
from the dead. Es un caso. A ver, díganme, ¿qué pasó?
A husband and wife have always enjoyed a happy, peaceful marriage.
Okay. Husband and wife have always enjoyed happy and peaceful marriage.
But one day, the woman shoots her husband, holds him underwater for over 5 minutes, and then hangs him.
Órale. One day the woman shot her husband, hold him underwater for over 5 minutes, and then hangs him. O sea,
What
bien
is
sádica la
shoots?
mujer. Primero le disparó. Okay. The woman shoots her husband, then holds him underwater. Y luego lo metió así en agua, lo mantuvo abajo del agua for 5 minutes, and then hangs him. Y después de todo lo colgó del cuello. Bien sádica la mujer.
Chale.
Yet, just 10 minutes later, they're spotted in a restaurant together.
Acá, hijo. 10 minutes later, they're spotted in a restaurant. Y después de 10 minutos los vieron juntos en un restaurante.
Smiling and laughing as if nothing's happened. So, how is this possible?
How is this possible?
Tiene un hermano gemelo.
Pero díganmelo con los modales.
He must have a twin.
He must have.
Bueno, ahí puso Andrea.
El verbo. Ahí está. He must have had a twin. Ahí está. Eso sí pudo haber sido. Vamos a ver.
Have.
Is he back from the dead? Try to think outside the box for this one.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Se lo llevó como títere.
Could be. Vamos a ver.
No foul play here, folks. The woman is a
Ay, no,
photographer.
sáquense.
She shot the picture of her husband, put it underwater to wash off any
That's why he shot the picture. Oh, damn it.
processing chemicals during development and hung it up to dry. It's as simple as that.
Híjole, qué feo, qué mal
Ay.
pensados son, ¿eh? Qué mal pensados son. Va.
All right, let's see what develops from here.
Bueno, a ver, una última, pero es que esta no. Acá, por acá, por acá, por acá, por acá. ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está? Chicas, ¿dónde está? Este de aquí. Va, este, Ice Tea.
Two young ladies were enjoying a meal together at a restaurant. They both ordered iced
Anuncios. Bye.
tea to drink.
Okay, so two young ladies were enjoying a meal together in a restaurant. They both ordered iced tea to drink.
One of them was really thirsty and managed to gulp down 5 glasses of tea, while her not-so-parched friend drank only 1 glass.
Okay, so this one was very thirsty, and she drank 5 glasses of tea. And this one, she wasn't really that thirsty, and she only drank only 1 glass.
Tragically, the young woman who had been slowly nursing her 1 drink died, but her friend was just fine.
Okay, so this one, who only drank 1, died, and this one who drank 5 was fine.
The investigators found poison in all the drinks that had been served. So,
Okay. All right. The investigators found poison in all the drinks that had been served. So all the drinks had poison. This one drank 5 glasses and it was okay. And this one only drank 1, like little by little, and she died. So how is it possible? What do you think could have happened, must have happened, may have happened?
The potion was on the ice.
Pero ¿qué tan seguro estás?
Like 90%.
Okay. ¿Y qué uso con 90%? Cuando estoy casi 90% sure.
The ice must have been, no,
Uh-huh.
the potion must have been in the ice.
Muy bien. So the poison must have been in the ice. Andrea también lo puse, ¿verdad? It must have been
Yes.
poison in the ice. The poison must have been on the ice. She may have taken some before. Puede ser. Bueno, entonces vamos a ver.
O solo
No.
quiso 5 vasos.
Ok. ¿Y qué creen? ¿Qué creen así de seguro que no pasó? Something that couldn't have happened.
Mm. The friends can have servir la poción.
So the friend can have put the poison there.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, she couldn't have put the poison there because all the drinks were poisoned. Entonces, pues ella no lo puso, ¿verdad? Muy bien, vamos a ver.
So, how is it possible that the girl who drank more survived?
The friend couldn't have drunk. Drunk. Okay, drunk. Okay, vamos a ver.
The ball in your court now. Figure it out.
A ver, aquí dice.
It's actually in
Ah,
the
very good.
ice. So, the ice in the tea of the woman who had been drinking fast didn't have time to melt.
That's it. So the poison was actually in the ice. All right. So you're a good detectives. Good lateral thinking you have. Me parece que se les habían dicho. Por eso se las sabía. But it's okay. All right. So look, you're gonna have you're going to have homework. It's a little bit of homework just to review vocabulary and this part of grammar, but it's on your en español, pues sí. But it's on your workbook. Let me take a picture. It's page 60 of your workbook. Page 60. Esa parte de ahí, that's vocabulary about risks. Y luego tenemos este de acá, que no me deja tomar foto. Ahí está. Tenemos la sección 5, grammar, past models of deduction. It's exercise A, B, and C. A ver. Ahí está. Okay, so those three, that's the homework. Tomorrow we check it. Just to finish wrapping it up with Unit 10, which is not really that difficult. And then we can start checking on Unit 11. That is also very easy. Unit 11 is also very easy. By the way, de una vez les digo, a ver, bueno, es que nada más fue Alba y Belén. Belén, Alba.
Ajá.
¿Ustedes todavía tienen esta lista de verbos que les di? No, ¿verdad?
La voy a buscar, a ver, permítame tantito.
Porque en 5 y 6 vimos un tema que era verbos seguidos de gerundio y verbos seguidos de infinitivo. Y les di esta lista, que venían bastantes, y aparte, en la parte de atrás, venían unos verbos que podían ser seguidos de infinitivo o gerundio.
Ok, eso no lo dio en la
El
semestre
nivel
anterior.
pasado, sí. Pues no sé si todavía lo tengan por ahí.
Pudiera ser que sí, pero ahorita de momento pues no lo tengo así a la mano.
Bueno, si lo tienen, búsquenlo. Si no, como quiera, se los voy a mandar, porque mañana, cuando empecemos la unidad 11, y les dije, de hecho, cuando se los di estos, les dije, lo van a usar en 7 y 8. No sabía que yo les iba a dar 7 y 8, pero bueno. Porque mañana vamos a ver estos verbos de aquí. Entonces, si lo tienen, pues búsquenlo. Si no, como quiera, mañana se los voy a poner en el Schoology, porque los vamos a utilizar. Sobre todo estos de aquí, para la unidad 11. Pero, pues es bueno tener esta lista de verbos, porque les ayuda cuáles son seguidos de gerundio, cuáles son seguidos de infinitivo. Es bueno tener esto. Ok. Sí, no, pues búsquenlo. Si no, como quiera, mañana se los vuelvo a mandar, lo vamos a usar para la unidad 11. ¿Ok?
Ok, teacher.
Ok,
entonces vamos a hacer, páginas 60 and 61.
It's 60 and 61, only the part of grammar. That's it.
Okay.
All right, guys. So that's it for today.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
And we'll see each other tomorrow.